Hey guys, it's Warlord EXE for my day 23 entry into Warbosstae's July painting challenge. I really should start dropping the day out of the when I mention these entries, because kind of has been the pattern for the last few videos. I just with work and whatnot, I can't keep up doing a video every day. Uh, I mean, usually when I get out of work, I come home, people are sleeping, so I don't want to be recording a video and waking everyone up. And yeah, so like I was talking about in my last video, I got some of the last few highlights on one of the wings for my Demon Prince finished. So that wing is finished, besides deciding what I'm going to do with the back of that. It's starting, I'm not totally sure if I'm going to just try to go in the crevices with a black wash, or if I'm going to do like a 50-50 cold gray to charred in granite and then wash the entire inside with black. Uh, just because, I don't know, as dark as it already is, it's starting to seem too much of a contrast, and at some angles kind of almost has like a domino looking effect. And then, yep, then I also got started on this wing. Uh, yep, so I just got some of those highlights, and then I really got to get working on finishing that. I missed the question in my last video, because I didn't know what it was. It turned out to be, which army do I think needs the most love right now from GW? Um, Probably Wood Elves. Uh, I know Wood Elves and Bretonnians, and actually sometimes Dwarves. Actually, I'm gonna go with Dwarves. I think Dwarves need the most love right now. The reason being is, while Wood Elves and Bretonnians can be difficult armies to play, just reading, about tournaments and whatnot, and reading people's blogs, it seems like Bretonnians and Wood Elves can be viable when they're used when in the right hands. That, if the person really knows what he's doing, has a sound plan, he's got a good list going and everything, it seems like you can actually make Wood Elves and Bretonnians work. And I remember listening to Mr. Malorian and Once Bitten, I think it was more just Mr. Malorian, but talking about how Bretonnians more often than not are kind of written down as the army, or they're bad, or they need to update just because of how old they are. But really, when you look at it, people actually do pretty decent with them, and they're not terrible. So yeah, I think dwarves need an update. They just seem so one-dimensional that typically you think dwarves as being engineers by trade, but being pretty hardy and really good in close combat. But from what I understand, being in combat is the last place you want to be with a dwarf army, because they just have so few attacks and they just can't deal with numbers. Uh, and then for the day 23 question of the day, which model do I think best represents me? I'm gonna have to go with the Hellbrute, because of the face, in reference to when I read the Grey Knight Codex. Uh, Originally, when I was looking for armies when I first started, wanted to do 40k after passing up on Space Wolves because I didn't think I could handle painting them. I came across Grey Knights, and at the time, the Grey Knights looked like they had really cool fluff. The issue being, though, that at that time they were still the 3rd edition Codex. All the models were metal, which, being a new painter at the time, it sounded like dealing with model or metal models wasn't the best idea. And not to mention that I wanted more to do a pure Grey Knight army as opposed to like a supplemental army. And so money-wise, it would have been really expensive to try to do a Grey Knight army. Um, I did eventually buy some Grey Knight models just for conversions for my Black Templars. Looked at the box, saw what I could build. Saw that there was an option for purifiers. I went back to the Codex, reopened it, and read about the purifiers, and they're probably one of the few things in the Codex that I can uh, actually enjoy the fluff, or I find it at least to be at an acceptable level. Um, so yeah, I felt like a hellbrute when I read the Codex for the Grey Knights. If you have any comments, suggestions, leave them down below, and hopefully I will see you in my next video.